Welcome to a user guide to COVID-19. I am Andrea Galeotti and this is Paolo Surico. We are both Professor of Economics at London Business School. This is the largest crisis of our generation. We are all bombarded by a lot of information. This information evolves extremely fast, it's highly technical, and it has a lot of policy consequences that affect every day our life. We were in need of understanding what was going on. So we started to read and talk and discuss. And at some point, we had the need of organizing all this information in a framework to try to read through it and to learn about the possible trade-off that the policy that has been implemented leads to. And once we've done this exercise, we thought that actually this was a good moment to try to share what we understood with many people and to try to make our understanding as simple as possible. And we have done this in 4 mini lectures, and now Paolo will introduce these 4 mini lectures for you.
In the first lecture, we simply gather the facts. We look at the evidence available out there, and we provide a way in which selectively looking at this evidence can provide a narrative of events. We are going to stress how important it's going to be to compare the experience of different countries to understand which policy works and which one didn't. In the second part, which we called epidemiology for dummies, we are not epidemiologists, so we have to go as a consumer, as student, and to learn the hard way how to simplify those models to try to make sense of them. We will do this by trying to highlighting which are the trade-offs involved necessarily in the different policies that are discussed there. This will allow us to go into the economics and to compare the contagion curve to the recession curve. As much as politicians, wherever they think of health, they try to flatten the contagion curve, macroeconomists want to flatten the recession curve. We need to quantify and have an order of magnitude for the economic cost of both the crisis itself and the health policy that has been implemented. This will lead to the last part of our mini lecture, in which we're going to talk about government policy, what the governments can do, what fiscal and monetary policy can achieve together. Needs to be big, needs to be now, needs to be global. And the main lesson we're going to draw is that in the face of a global shock, in an interconnected society, there needs to be a global response because no country can stand alone by itself. By the end of this 4 mini lecture, you should be able to have the minimum set of framework and tools to look at the evidence, to develop your own narrative, and make an informed decision of which policy you think the government should follow or not. We hope you enjoy, and we hope you will be able to follow all the 4 lectures. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very much.